Hey guys, welcome to the Play for Life Comics FOC Show for 9/17/22. What this is a pre-order show for books coming out 3 to 5 weeks out. We have an attached Google Docs sheet where you can fill out any of the books we feature on this show. Or also there's a blank space at the bottom if you want multiples of anything. Or you can also go to previewsworld.com or lunardistribution.com for DC titles. And there are dozens of other books available for pre-order. Any of those you can put into that blank space there. We are going to kind of zip through this show because I am feeling a little under the weather. So without further ado, we're going to get started. Hitomi #1 from Image Comics. New miniseries, uh, female drifter, young woman trying to prove herself and become a samurai in feudal era Japan. Napolitano A cover. Peach Momoko back to doing some indie stuff. B cover here. And that is out 10/12/22, which is what, October? Second week of October. All right. Marked Halloween Special one shot. If you're familiar with the Marked, it is an Image title. This is a one shot, but it's a group of people in San Francisco that have powered tattoos.
Yeah, magical tattoos.
And fights. It was a really, the art in it's great. It's Haberlin. This is a kind of a spin-off one shot if you want to test the waters and see if it's a series you might like. I think they go to Texas and are protecting a small town against a bunch of demons. Got another Haberlin B cover. Star Trek #1. There's been a lot of Star Trek series lately on television and comics. This is going to be IDW's new Star Trek flagship title. So this is going to be the one they're really pushing going forward. It collects people from all the various iterations of Star Trek. You got Dr. Crusher, you got Data, you got the newer guy or the newer woman from what was the one we were
I think it's
Discovery. So they're coming together from all the different timelines and kind of fighting one big threat. You got some great covers here. You got a Declan Shelby B cover. David Aja or Aja or Aja. We weren't sure. If you guys know, let us know in the comments. That's my favorite. It's kind of a 60s throwback poster type thing. Rachel Stott. And a blank sketch. Out 10/26/22. Vineyard 61. This is another one where they seem to be accumulating a lot of different characters from different timelines. You got Starbrand as a T-Rex, a couple of others.
It looks like it's sort of the end of the time traveling thing too. It looks like they're making their
Wrapping
last
it
push
up.
to get back to their own time.
Miracle Man B cover, Ramos. Captain America Symbol of Truth #6. This is spinning out of Sam Wilson's conflict with Wakanda. And I got to make sure I say this place right because it sounds a lot like Wakanda. Mahanda, right? Mahanda, yeah. So he is protecting a diplomat from another African country called Mahanda. And this will be kind of the beginning of that storyline. And it is called Pax Mahanda. It's a little play on Pax Romana. Got a couple great. I think this Natee's Gamer variant is my favorite with the bird. On the Crypto Shadows, they're putting together a kind of all-star team. You got Man-Thing, Man-Wolf, Werewolf by Night, X-23, Moonlight, Elsa Bloodstone, Blade's Daughter, and they're fighting a bunch of zombies, right?
Yeah, a bunch of swamp creatures.
Swamp creatures, there we go. Lionel Francis Yu A cover.
It's all a Halloween story.
Yeah, a lot of good Halloween stuff coming out. This is out the week, about a week and a half before Halloween, 10/19. Ryan Brown B covers, probably my favorite with X23 Man Thing. Lubera, Ryan Stegman Morbius variant. Deadly Neighborhood Spider Man. Uh, he goes to LA, and this is him fighting a demon, right?
Well, demons.
Demons,
Just
multiple
hordes
demons.
of demons.
He got a great Raza A cover. Excuse me, guys. Raza A cover there. Raphael Albuquerque B cover. Bengal connecting variant. Casanovas. It kind of looks like the demon bear from New Mutants back in the
Well,
day.
it says that the demon is a Marvel and X villain.
Well, that looks like the demon bear.
Yeah.
So there we go. David Mack always does great work. This is out 10/19. It's if you want a good Spider-Man story, you can just jump in and out of. This is a limited 5-issue run. So, Miracle Man. This was the unfinished. It was Mark Buckingham and Neil Gaiman's story that they never got to finish. Basically, Miracle Man. Last thing he remembers, he's in the mid-60s, and he wakes up in the 21st century, and all his peers have become villains and monsters and gods and all kinds of stuff. So Neil Gaiman writing, you don't see a lot of his comic books currently, so good way to jump in there. And never read it, but it's going to make me go back and read some Miracle Man stuff that I've always been interested in. So it's always good to try new stuff. Phil Jimenez B cover. Phil Noto, probably my favorite cover here, the C. Chris Sprouse. On to Moon Knight 16. Moon Knight and Blood Moon are kind of off doing their own thing, and it looks like they might be introducing a new villain coming up in this. You got a Segovia A, Kasara B, great cover there, and a gamer variant with Elektra. Really cool, kind of reminds me of the Battle Line stuff from a while back. Now, on almost all these books, you can order through us, even if you're an out of town or stuff like that. Reach out, we can ship to you. We do offer 20% on all single issues. What we do not offer a discount on the books we feature. We usually feature at least one or two. This is a great Adam Hughes cover on Star Wars Legends Epic Collection, which collects all kinds of stuff. I was reading through the list, and it's far reaching. Splinter of the Mind's Eye, Shadow Stalker, Valentine's Story, Empire Strikes Back, Tag and Beak, all kinds of stuff. A lot of, and it seems to be a mix of Dark Horse and Marvel stuff. So there you go.
Probably one of the few
44.
places you'll ever see them
Right,
collected
stuck
together.
Thor 28. This is the second installment of the Thor versus Venom storyline. Out 10/19. Nick Klein A cover. Greg Smallwood Beyond Amazing Spider-Man B cover. Kind of cool him jumping off the page there. On the Far Cry, yes, this is based off the video game. It is set in a fictional South American country. If you're familiar with the video game, yeah, it reads just like some of the plots in some of those. So definitely something interesting to jump into if that's your thing. It seems like cartels and heist and all kinds of stuff in the jungle. Couple great variants. Here's a Lurie variant. Furioso. This is kind of a take on looks like maybe a Hispanic comic book. Kind of a cover swipe thing there. You got your blank sketch. Ghost Planet. So this was a sci-fi body horror thing. You end up in a planet full of recently dead loved ones, is what it says. So pretty out there. Road Trip to Hell. This guy, this one seemed pretty funny. Uh, he's had a life full of hardship, but things get even worse when he realizes Satan is his actual father. So there you go.
And his father's just appointed him the new king of hell. But the caveat is everything in hell's gotten loose. And if they can kill him before he makes it to hell, they'll take over the spot and become the king of hell.
Okay.
So it's a race to see who can get there first.
All right. Well, there you go. It's definitely got some kind of looks like a Disney cartoon art wise. So there you go. Probably a light take. Rogue State. This one sounds like it's ripped straight from the headlines. What if a contested presidential election plunged America into turmoil, political violence, Second Amendment, militias, National Guard? Sounds pretty wild. I'm definitely going to check it out. Black Mask usually does a good job with this kind of stuff. They compared it to Cal Exit, which I really liked about 5 years ago that they did. So there you go. Some political intrigue. Got a full variant. I believe this is the B cover. Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries #1. They are bringing this series back, which we always enjoyed. Our store sells this thing like hotcakes, so we always enjoy having it in. And it's a story I feel like they could do continuously. They don't need to break it up, but that's just me. So there you go, Batman Scooby-Doo, and at a great price point at $2.99. Batman Incorporated. They're bringing Batman Incorporated back, but this time Ghostmaker will be leading the pack. You got a one cover, John Tim's A cover there. Batman One Bad Day Penguin #1. Of course, this is continuing. We had Riddler, Two-Face, now Penguin. I'm a big fan of the Jim Lee B cover here. And that is all for tonight, guys. I do ask that you, well, first off, I appreciate y'all bearing with us while we were down. Our FOC was down for a week. I know y'all missed us last week, but we are back up and running this week. And I do ask you get those orders in by midday Saturday. Appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a great, safe week out there.